U.S. visa scramble. More Jamaicans are reaching out to travel agents with inquiry or for appointment booking as they scramble to apply for a United States non-immigrant visa ahead of a newly appointed fee hike set for next year. However, this does not appear to extend to those Jamaicans who were recently denied U.S. visas because some of them say they are in no rush to reapply. The apparent frenzy follows news from the United States government will introduce a mandatory US $250 fee in addition to the existing US $185 application fee for approved non-immigrant visa applicants, including those seeking visitors, student, and work visas. The increase is part of the newly signed Big Beautiful Bill. The new charge, dubbed the integrity fee, will function as a type of security deposit. It is refundable after the expiration of the non-immigrant visa's periods of validity only if a visa holder adheres to the terms of the visa, do not overstay or violate their status, and departs the U.S. within the allowed time frame. The fee is expected to increase annually, adjusted for inflation. Travel agent Samoya Matis, CEO of Happy Starts Travel, and Tavar Samuel, CEO of Expedite Traveling Service, says their phone lines have been ringing non-stop since the announcement. Enquiries have also flooded their social media platform, with anxious applicants trying to secure a U.S. visa interview date before the next fees are implemented. I don't have an exact number, but we do have quite a few of inquiries where people definitely say I want my application to be submitted before the fee takes effect. But we do not have a lot of applicants that we're working on, and it doesn't seem to have faced anybody at all. They just now know that if it comes into effect before you go to the embassy, you're going to have to pay, Mattis told reporters. She shared that since 2019, her company has helped approximately 2,000 applicants annually from Jamaica and the Caribbean applying for visas for different countries, with those applying for US visa among the majority. At this moment, while talking to you, we have 108 processing applications, and this is for the US, she said last Thursday. She said too that her company typically have an approval rate of 94%, and she does not anticipate the upcoming fee change will have a negative impact on business. We've been cultured from when we're small that America is a land of milk and honey. A lot of people want to go to the US, and a lot of people do it regardless of what the cost is, stated Mattis. Compared to other embassies, the US Embassy has quite affordable fees when you look at what you get for what you pay for. For example, you're paying $185 for a 10 years visa as opposed to United Kingdom, where you pay like 1,000 US for the 10-year visa, and then you have other embassies that don't even issue the 10-year visa but still have similar fees, she explained. Samuel said he has seen an uptick in visa inquiries since the pending fee change was announced. He added that he didn't believe that the increased costs will deter Jamaicans from seeking a U.S. visa. A lot of people have reached out on the basis that they want to know if it's going to increase. They want to apply before it raises. People are always going to reach out when there is anything in the media about fee, stated Samuels. Lots of people reach out daily. Some people are trying to rush because you have some other people on the internet, like agents, who are saying, hey, the fee is going to raise. Go ahead and apply, which I think is not good because sometimes persons put information out there before they get the full quote, and then it kind of make persons become scared. And so then, some persons are rushing to apply even when they have no intention of applying, he told reporters. Samuel shared that since the news broke, his company has received 20 to 30 calls per day from individuals wanting to apply before the cost change takes effect. The Expedia Travel Services CEO said while the increased cost is seen as something negative by most Jamaicans, it could be the opposite. He is theorizing that the new legislation might see the United States approve more visas. The US being the US, I can understand where they are coming from because US is around US 30 trillion in debt, and at the end of the day, they passed a big beautiful bill. Of course, they have to find ways to pay the bill, because you have some people who are staying on the national debt within the US is going up, so they have to find some way to offset some of these costs, stated Samuels. He added, while it is not good for Jamaica because we are a developing state, in the US perspective, it's a good thing for them because they need the additional money to offset their bills. And this is one of the ways they can get it. So they're probably going to have to approve more people. And if this is the case, then it's not a bad thing. 34 killed in 29 fatal crashes in June, says ITA. 34 persons have been killed in 29 fatal crashes in the month of June, according to the Island Traffic Authority (ITA). Fatalities increased by 31% when compared to June 2024, while fatal crashes were up by 26% during the reporting period, the authority said in the latest statistics released on Friday, July 11. With 6 fatalities each, the parishes of St. James, Clarendon, and St. Catherine accounted for more than 50% of the road deaths during the month. St. Elizabeth recorded 5 deaths, while St. Anne and St. Mary each had 2. There were 2 fatalities each recorded in Westmoreland and St. Andrew, while Hanover had 1. The safest parish for road users during the month of June were Kingston, Portland, St. Thomas, Trelawney, which recorded no deaths as a result of motor vehicle crashes. Meanwhile, the ITA said private motor vehicle drivers accounted for 29% or 10 fatalities in June 2025. Private motor vehicle drivers' fatalities increased by 43% when compared to June 2024. The statistics show that the private motor vehicle passengers accounted for 24% or 8 fatalities during each month. Private motor vehicle passenger fatalities have increased by 100% or 4 when compared to June 2024. The ITA said pedestrians accounted for 18% or 6 fatalities during June. Pedestrian fatalities were up 100% when compared to June 2024. Regarding motorcyclists, 6 were killed in June, representing 18% of the fatalities recorded during the month. Motorcyclist fatalities have decreased by 14% or 1 when compared to June 2024. Overall, 191 road users have been killed in 174 fatal crashes since the start of the year. Fatalities decreased by 3% when compared to prior year, while fatal crashes are down by 3% when compared to the similar period in 2024. Motorcyclists account for 53 or 27% of fatalities since the start of the year. Private motor vehicle drivers accounted for 41 or 21%. Pedestrian accounted for 39 or 20%. Private motor vehicle passengers accounted for 31 or 16%. Pedal cyclists accounted for 11 or 6%. And pillion passengers accounted for 10 fatalities or 5%. According to the statistics, male accounted for 85% and female 15% of the fatalities since the start of the year. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.